Former Defence Minister Peter Dutton confirms he will nominate for the leadership of the Liberal Party, promising Australia will see another side of his character. Mr Dutton says Australians would witness a gentler side of him, arguing that the public had grown accustomed to him being seen in tough portfolios. As debate grows over whether the party should shift to the right or the left, Peter Dutton claims he would lead from the centre. Labor's leadership team insists it's not worried about facing off with Peter Dutton. The former Defence Minister will go head-to-head with Anthony Albanese when Parliament returns, but Katie Gallagher and Jim Chalmers argue he's a poor pick.
If Peter Dutton is the answer, then it's not entirely clear that they heard the questions that were raised during this election campaign.
Yeah, I think Peter Dutton's elevation would show that they've learned absolutely nothing from the drubbing that they got on Saturday. You know, Peter Dutton has all of the same characteristics that people didn't like that they saw in Scott Morrison.
The Liberal leadership team will decide at a party room meeting in Canberra in the coming weeks. Former Home Affairs Minister Karen Andrews told Sky that Peter Dutton and Susan Lee will be elected leaders.
Peter Dutton has very widespread support to stand as the leader of the Liberal Party, and that is support that I understand is not just from Queensland, where he has a very strong base, but he has support across Australia.
And Liberal MP Stuart Robert, meantime, has told Sky News that Scott Morrison is doing well in the aftermath of the election loss.
I've spoken to all of my colleagues, Kieran, just to make sure that everyone's fine. Pastoral care is something we should all do. And it's also important that we pick ourselves up as a great political party and we focus on our job at hand. Scott Morrison is doing well. He'll be reflective, as are many of our colleagues. But it's important our colleagues now aren't reflecting on what happened, aren't reflecting on leadership. They are looking at how we're going to hold Labor to account.